Ladies and gentlemen, I've always opined on this platform that in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. And that everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. Nothing in politics just happened for the sake of it. Yesterday, William Samoei Arap Ruto and the entire Kenya Kwanza brigades were in Sagana State Lodge. But one man was missing in action. Kipchumba Murkomen. Why do you think Kipchumba Murkomen missed that event? Because let's face it, Kipchumba Murkomen is the Minister for Roads, Transport and Public Works. That's one of the key ministries in the Republic of Kenya. And there was no way William Ruto would go to the mountain to discuss development minus Kipchumba Murkomen. The truth of the matter is that Kipchumba Murkomen was in Homabay County for some fundraiser in Rangwe constituency. And Kipchumba Murkomen was accompanied by Gladys Wanga. And Kipchumba Murkomen delivered a strong message during that particular event to Kimani Ichungwa and to Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Indeed, he even challenged Kimani Ichungwa that if he doesn't have Kalonzo's number, he was going to give him. I want you guys to pay very close attention to Kipchumba Murkomen's message yesterday. Because personally, I strongly believe that Kipchumba Murkomen delivered William Ruto's message to Kimani Ichungwa and to Kalonzo Musyoka. Pay very close attention before we proceed.
Nimesikia wewe governor na I agree with you 100%. Ile mazungumzo inaendelea saa hii. Mheshimiwa Rais ameshasema yeye hataki nusu mkate. Mheshimiwa former Prime Minister Baba amesema hataki nusu mkate. So kwa ile hesabu ya mazungumzo hiyo ni imetolewa. Hakuna kwa ripoti ya Kenya Kwanza na haiko kwa ile azimio. So the next step sasa ni twende to the next one kusema kwa hii mambo tano Kenya Kwanza wako nayo na mambo sita yenye azimio wako nayo tutabalance namna gani? Tunaweka balance pamoja, tunachunga nini, alafu wanakubaliana. Kitu kingine tunakubaliana ni kwamba tusirudi mahali tunaweza kupigana na maandamano na ya kufanya. Tufanye tu hii mazungumzo na tusuluhishe. Na mimi Mheshimiwa Governor, sijui kwa nini Kimani Ichungwa na Mheshimiwa Kalonzo Musyoka wanaandikiana barua. Hii mabarua mingi wanaandikiana nini? Si wapigiane simu na wakutane na waanze mkutano. Kwani hii ni mara ya kwanza watu kuongea? Kwa nini lazima waongee kwa mabarua? They just call themselves. Kama ni kukutana kwa restaurant ama county hall ama ni wapi, we don't want to know. Wapigiane simu, wakubaliane na wakutane. Alafu kufika huko waongee. Kwani kuna makosa kuongea? Na kila mtu afungue roho yake. Kuna haja kuambia mtu usiongee, usiseme hii. Kila mtu aseme, huyu anasema nataka hii, unaambia hii haiwezekani, mimi nataka hii. Alafu mnakubaliana, mnasema hii tano ulikuwa nayo na hii tano wewe uko nayo, tukubaliane na tatu, hiyo mbili ngojee siku nyingine. Alafu tupeleke nchi iende wapi? Mbele. This is not the first time we are having a conversation. And leadership and governance and a country is a continuous conversation. The way we make this country one nation is having continuous conversation about the issues that crop up anytime. Because having that kind of conversation removes us from use of violence, but also misunderstanding. Sometimes it's also miscommunication. Maybe we are saying all of us the same thing, but because we are not sitting together and having a conversation together, we use the misunderstanding of medium of communication to cause havoc for nothing. Let Kalonzo and huyu mtu anaitwa Kimani Ichungwa wache mabarua, wakutane kesho ama kesho kutwa, siku yenye wameamua, wapigiane simu. Kama Ichungwa ana namba ya Kalonzo nitampatia, kama Kalonzo ana ya Ichungwa nitampatia, waende waongee. Na hakuna kitu ya kusema we Gladys, hakuna kitu ya kusema isipofanya hivi tutafanya vile. Hii maneno imeisha.
If you paid very close attention to Kipchumba Murkomen's message, it is clear that the message came directly from William Samoei Arap Ruto. And to prove that, Kimani Ichungwa, while addressing the residents of the mountain earlier today, delivered this message, which confirmed that indeed he has talked to Kalonzo Musyoka. Remember, previously what he had stated, that the talks would begin somewhere after 10th. But today, he said the talks will actually begin tomorrow. Listen in to him.
So tumwambie leo, we are ready to engage with you on the basis of mutual respect, not with threats, not with blackmail. You must not blackmail us, that if we don't do what you want, that you will go back to the streets. And we want to tell you, even those streets, if you want to go back, nendeni, mutapambana na wenye munapatana nao huko. Mambo ya blackmail waweke kando. La mwisho, we want to tell them, don't tell the Kenyan people that you are not interested in nusu mkate, then you want us to engage behind closed doors. I have spoken to former Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka this morning, and I have told him we have agreed on Wednesday, 11:30 a.m., we shall meet, but we want to meet in a public place like Bomas of Kenya, and we want cameras in that meeting, so that you tell us, and the people of Kenya want to hear what you are coming to transact in that room. So our conditions are 3: no violence, an end to violence, no blackmail, and we want an open engagement on issues that touch on the lives of the Kenyan people.
Now, from that speech, or about that statement by Kimani Ichungwa, it is clear that he received the message from Kipchumba Murkomen. Kipchumba Murkomen is not an ordinary Kenyan. Kipchumba Murkomen is the Minister for Roads and Public Works, and again is a close associate of William Ruto. If you were to ask me, Ruto listens more to Kipchumba Murkomen than he would do to Kimani Ichungwa. So in this video, I want us to look at why Kipchumba Murkomen delivered that message. Remember, the choice of the venue is also significant. Why he delivered that message. But before you do that, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. And without any further ado, let us dive in, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let me go straight to what I'm trying to say. There is no way William Ruto can be in the mountain to discuss the issues of roads, to discuss the issues of housing, and to discuss the issues of transport, minus the Minister for Transport. It means, therefore, that William Ruto actually sanctioned Kipchumba's Murkomen's meeting in Homabay. But what was the message? For me, I'm getting the following. Number one, Kipchumba Murkomen was delivering a message from Ruto to the people of Nyanza. And this message is simple. That for me, I don't want any problem. I want peace. I want to talk with Baba. And Baba has appointed Kalonzo, and Baba has appointed, and he has appointed Kimani Ichungwa. But the problem is, the two are unable to move the process. So he was telling Kipchumba Murkomen to go and tell Kimani Ichungwa that he is fully behind the process. So that's number one. Number two, I'm also looking at it from the perspective that probably it is part of strategy by Kenya Kwanza to keep Azimio busy. One thing I know for sure is that nothing much is actually going to come out of these talks. Why am I saying so? If you look at the issues which Kenya Kwanza raised, then you go back, I think, immediately after Ruto was sworn in, he wrote another letter to the Speaker of the National Assembly. And William Ruto, in that letter, stated some of the things which he's talking about in that letter. I mean, as part of the demands. He talked about the CDF. He talked about the 1/3 gender rule. William Ruto also spoke about the office of the official opposition. And of course, this one from Davadi just came as a by the way. So for me, nothing much is going to come out of these talks. But probably, Kenya Kwanza wants to show the people of Nyanza, who are the epicenter of these demonstrations, that William Ruto is serious. By blaming Kalonzo and blaming Kipchumba, blaming Kalonzo and Kimani Ichungwa, it means William Ruto is trying to exonerate himself. That as William Ruto, he doesn't have much problem. He has sanctioned the process, the talks to go on. It's only that Kalonzo and Kimani Ichung'wah are not the ones who are are the ones who are delaying the entire process. So by that, Azimio will actually be wasting a lot of time trying to pursue something which will not have an ending. So it could be their strategy. Number 3, if you ask me, it could also be William Ruto's strategy of divide and rule. He goes to the mountain, give Kimani Ichung'wah, Ndindi Nyoro, Rigathi Gachagua platform to talk bad about the process. Send his close ally to Nyanza in support of the process. So that when you come back to Nairobi, it's a zero-sum game. So if you ask me, it could be William Ruto's strategy to divide the Luos. On this side, he's telling the Luos, I'm for this process. So the Luos are going to bank their hopes that at least something is going to come out of this process. On the other side, he's telling these Kikuyus that no way. And that's how Moi successfully managed to rule the Republic of Kenya. Divide and rule tactics. Number 4, in my view, it could also be a strategy by William Ruto and his team to venture into Nyanza politics. You know, we are talking of an event deep in Rangwe, attended by Kipchumba Murkomen, attended by Gladys Wanga. On the same day, Mama Raila Odinga also attended a funeral in the same constituency. Of course, one of the people who were killed in Sondo by, during those clashes, there was someone who was killed by the Kalenjins in Sondo. He was being buried somewhere in Rangwe. Mama Ida was there. He came, Rangwe, spoke, was received well, he went back. Tomorrow they'll go to another place, speak, move on. So for them, in the mountain, they're consolidating it by dismissing the talks. But in Nyanza, he's telling these people, as we want to work with Baba, you guys come. So basically, by doing that, it means people are willing to listen to him. Is being received. And one step inside, the next step inside, by the time they will know, he'll be inside. And lastly, William Ruto is a cunning politician. Probably William Ruto wants to shift blame. He wants to send a message to Kenyans that for him, he's not the problem. The problem in all this lies with the two people, Kimani Ichung'wah and Kalonzo Musyoka. And that's why the issue of letters are actually coming in. And by the way, why are they sending letters publicly? Through social media. Kalonzo can drive to Kimani Ichung'wah's home, or Kimani Ichung'wah can drive to Kalonzo Musyoka's home. So basically, in my view, William Ruto is trying to shift blame to Kalonzo, to Kimani Ichung'wah, and that the responsibility now lies with those people, not him. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.